Picture this. America's debt ceiling skyrockets by $5 trillion, yes, trillion with a T, enough to buy a small country or fund a sci-fi dystopia where billionaires tweet their way to world domination. And who's screaming loudest about it? None other than Elon Musk, the man who brought you Tesla, SpaceX, and a Twitter feed that feels like a fever dream. Buckle up, because tonight on Libo News, we're diving into Musk's latest roller coaster, shredding Trump's massive spending bill 1 minute, praising him the next, and threatening to launch a whole new political party. Is this a policy debate or a soap opera? Let's find out. So, what's got Elon so fired up? It's President Donald Trump's one big, beautiful bill, a tax and spending monstrosity that Musk called, and I quote, the biggest debt trap in US history. Ouch, he didn't stop there. On X, Musk dubbed Congress the Porky Pig Party because apparently nothing says fiscal responsibility like a Looney Tunes reference. This bill, which jacks up the debt ceiling by a record-breaking $5 trillion, is, in Musk's words, insane and destructive. And he's not wrong to raise an eyebrow. $5 trillion is roughly the GDP of Japan, the world's 4th largest economy. Imagine buying Japan, but instead you get more government spending. Yawn. Now, let's break this down. Why is Musk so mad? The bill's a buffet of tax cuts, subsidies, and spending that critics say will balloon the US deficit by $3.3 trillion over the next decade. That's not pocket change. Folks, it's the kind of debt that makes your grandkids write you angry letters from the future. Musk's beef isn't just about numbers. He's worried this bill hands out goodies to industries of the past while kneecapping the industries of the future. You know, like his own companies, which thrive on innovation and, let's be honest, government contracts. Irony alert, the guy who's benefited from billions in federal subsidies is now clutching his pearls over government spending. It's like Gordon Ramsay yelling at a chef for using too much salt while he's drowning his own steak in truffle oil. But here's where it gets weird. Just hours after torching Trump's bill, Musk does a 180 and praises the guy. Yes, the same Elon Musk who called the bill political suicide for Republicans suddenly applauded Trump for easing global tensions. What's that about? Is Musk playing 4D chess, or is he just tossing word salad to keep us all guessing? 1 minute, he's threatening to unseat any lawmaker who votes for the bill, vowing to make it the last thing I do on this earth. The next, he's cozying up to Trump. Maybe because he remembers his America PAC dropped $200 million to help elect the guy. This is less a political stance and more a plot twist M. Night Shyamalan couldn't dream up. And then, because why stop at unhinged? Musk floats the idea of a new political party, the America Party. If this bill passes, he says it'll prove America's a one-party country run by the aforementioned Porky Pig Party, and he'll launch a new faction to shake things up. Now, before you start printing America Party bumper stickers, let's unpack this. Musk's not the first billionaire to flirt with starting a party. Remember Ross Perot's Reform Party? Yeah, that went great. But Musk's got a megaphone. With 200 million followers on X and a knack for making headlines, he's not just tweeting into the void, he's shaping the conversation. The question is, does he want a party or does he just want attention? Let's zoom out. Musk's flip-flopping isn't just a personality quirk, it's a symptom of a bigger mess. The US debt is already over $33 trillion, and this bill could push it to heights that make economists sweat through their tweed jackets. Musk's right to point out the insanity of unchecked spending, but his solution, starting a new party, feels like trying to fix a broken spaceship with a paperclip. Political parties aren't built overnight, and they don't win elections just because a billionaire stamps his name on them. Plus, Musk's track record of following through on big promises is spotty. Remember the Hyperloop? Still waiting. Here's the deeper issue. Musk's feud with Trump exposes a fracture in the Republican coalition. Trump's pushing this bill as his signature achievement, a big, beautiful legacy project. Musk, meanwhile, is rallying the fiscal hawks, warning that it's a betrayal of the small government rhetoric Republicans love to preach. It's a clash of titans. Trump, the dealmaker who loves splashy wins, versus Musk, the tech bro who wants to cosplay as a deficit warrior. And the stakes aren't just political, they're economic. Tesla stock took a hit after Trump threatened to review Musk's subsidies. A reminder that this isn't just a Twitter spat, it's a high-stakes game with real-world fallout. So, what's Musk's endgame? Is he genuinely worried about America's fiscal future, or is this a calculated tantrum to protect his own empire? Maybe it's both. Musk spent years cultivating an image as a disruptor, a guy who'll burn it all down to build something better. But disruption in politics isn't as simple as launching a new Tesla model. Starting a party takes money, organization, and a coherent vision. Three things. Musk's tweets don't exactly scream. And let's not forget, he's got skin in the game. His companies rely on government contracts and tax breaks, so his sudden fiscal conservatism feels a bit like a fox guarding the henhouse. Here's the kicker. Musk's antics might actually matter. His X posts aren't just rants, they're rallying cries for a chunk of the GOP base that's skeptical of Trump's spending spree. If he can mobilize that energy, he might not need a new party to shift the conversation, just a few more viral tweets. But if he's serious about the America Party, he's got a long road ahead. Voters don't just want memes, they want policies. And Musk's vision beyond spending bad, innovation good is still fuzzy. So, where does this leave us? With a bill that could reshape America's economy, a billionaire threatening to reshape its politics, and a president caught in the crossfire. It's chaotic, it's messy, and it's peak 2025. Will Musk launch his America Party? Will Trump's bill pass? Will we all just end up arguing about Porky Pig on X? Only time will tell. Until then, keep your eyes on the headlines and maybe start saving for that $5 trillion debt tab. Thanks for watching Libo News. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and we'll see you next time.